We are looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. LaQuint Allen to return this. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Jaguars have a first down. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. The first carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Lawrence working from the gun. Has some room to work. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Lawrence is going to try and throw. It's cut for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Well, really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. Hits the 20. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This is Allen to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Offense in the hurry up here. Lawrence now off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now. Brought in. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 7-point lead in the first. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offensive line fast. Man in motion here. Lamar off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Foyer Olukin with the pick. There he goes, right sideline. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on that. Should have kept it in the end zone. Tackle's made at the 15-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. He's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a 2-possession game in the second half. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. Here's ETN on 1st down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Looking quickly here. They go play action. Lawrence finds him over the middle. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Out of the gun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Jags in front here at Everbank. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On 4th down, here's Lawrence. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Greg Newsome has it. And the Jaguars have the football down inside the 10. They're at their own 9-yard line.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He gets this one to Strange. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry up here. Lawrence working from the gun. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. At the 20. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Lawrence is going to try and throw. Escapes the pocket. And he gets into the end zone again. And this is just automatic for them at this point. Now a perfect 4 for 4, going for 2. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Henry. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it down from the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. Oh, and he nearly gives it right back on the same play. Good heads-up move there to jump right back on top of it. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. From his own end zone, here we go. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Headed out right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. It connects on the deep shot. And he will get this inside the 30. Working quickly here. First down throw for Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up 2nd down. Jackson's going to throw again. Buying some time right. It's inside the 10. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens make it an 18-point game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
On first down, Jackson. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens make it an 11-point ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, this is Etienne. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense in the hurry up here. On play action now, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Offense in the hurry up here. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Gets everything he has under this one. That's caught at the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him. Down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-possession game. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His third through the air this game. All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Offense to the line fast. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, this is Etienne. This makes it up to the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. That's complete inside the 35. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back down and say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it an 11-point ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, this is ETN. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. Lawrence with it on 1st. And he's dropped. They got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Jaguars have the football. They're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our 4th quarter. Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. They go play action. Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Lawrence working from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Big game going, and Thomas snags another. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches. They really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lawrence on 3rd and goal. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Man, they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Big stride to Wester. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson rolling out to his left. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
That one was intended for Travis Hunter. So that brings up 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Jump off Popeye's back. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Lawrence facing 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. On 4th down, here's Lawrence. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He rolls to his right. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in 1 game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
The Ravens look like they got it back, and they did. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Inside give here for Tootin. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he has the Jaguar first down, Brock, and they can run out the clock on this win. Hand off to Tootin. He has room past the 25. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. They'll go again here with Tootin. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second down give to Tootin. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Working fast as that clock ticks down. Looking to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Ali to return it. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On play action, Stroud escaping to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. D. Winters there to bring him down. 3rd, they need 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. It's Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. Throwing is Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Jacob Howley, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Schultz, the motion man. On second down, Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And now it's fourth and goal. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Texans will extend to a 10-0 lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The play fake. Now it's Purdy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Purdy now on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. On the run to the right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Moving to his right. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's taken in, and he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Pushed out to his left. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys. The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown. 49ers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Upton Stout in for that tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Stroud. Rolling right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Schultz, the motion man. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Schultz, the motion man. On 4th down, Stroud. He's going to have a Texans 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the 1st half clock. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in! Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Able to complete it to Ayuk. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again is Purdy.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Purdy going to put it up again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Here's Purdy again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Houston. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll go play action with Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Third down, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. Oh, a big play on 4th and 2.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Sheen Ali on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
First down, here's Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. Play fake. Jackson. Buying some time left. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the red zone now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action. Hurts has it. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Hits his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. They break the huddle. It's second down now. It's Hurts once again. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hurts yet again. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And they get this down to the 28. And dose of the hurry-up here. And you just get the play off. That lines up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're to the end of one. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. And again, here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Hurts throwing again. And he gets in. The two-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Lamar now from the gun. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now. Trying to throw this from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First and 10. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Jackson yet again. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. From the gun, a run for Henry. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Headed out right. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2. Blitz coming, Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
And the tip-forward pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. He'll throw it. That's caught by A.J. Brown. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down. Working quickly here. First down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Hurts looking to throw. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, no harm in going for it there, Brock. Wanting to make it a field goal game, but their advantage instead stays at 1.
Yeah, that data book tells you it's the right call to make because we're here in the second half. Leading by 2 instead of just 1 doesn't make much of a difference either way. You still now trail with an opposing field goal, and that's what they've got to defend against right now.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in a hurry up here. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense to the line fast. Now it's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Offense up to the line fast. Trying down the middle with Henry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Working quickly here. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Forced out to his right. And he's got it. It's in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Henry will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more. Jackson throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Hurts on 1st down. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That play made by an All-Pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey. Back to throw, Hurts. Hits him on the out route. Down the sideline into the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. And again, here's Hurts. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Hurts yet again. And he's going to be taken down for the sack. They can't even get a throwaway on that 2-point try. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down, here's Lamar. Right back to Flowers they go. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. All set to go now from the 35. Before that play clock can reach 0, John Harbaugh signals for a timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. A give to Henry on the inside handoff. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Ravens trail by just 1. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
I call this quarterback's best friends. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Got his man. Hopkins has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Jackson trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Now to throw. Throw is caught. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Jukes away from one. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles were looking for some kind of miracle at the end. They nearly got it, but this game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.